Fuck 2018.
Hello, I hate every single goddamn one of you. This is the Pessimistic Red Panda, and I'm back with my favorites video for 2018. To be honest with you, 2018 has been a suck-ass fucking year. And I can only imagine the fuck shit that fucking 2019 will bring about. So many fucking L's this year. I've been cheated out of money, my heart shattered to 1,000 squared pieces, I don't know. My car's fucking falling apart. I've had a panic attack. And I realized I'm not worth shit to some people. On the other hand, I realize some people do love me for some weird fucking reason. I mean, I started this YouTube channel in February. Then I realized YouTube also fucking hates me. But you know what? You know what I gotta say about YouTube? Fuck this dead ass platform. It's been a good year for music and media, I would say. Although most creators are getting fucked over hand over foot by their creator overlords or whatever. If you really think about it, a year is just a measure of fucking time. Anything can happen in a measure of fucking time. And a measure of time can be, any amount of time. Where am I getting at? I just realized these measures of time are about as useless as New Year's resolutions. Because no one keeps them shits. With that being said, I can only think that, bad things are to come. And bad things will continue to happen to me. I will get fucked over. Good people like me, hardworking people like me, will continue to get fucked over. And I hate it when people say,
"Man, I can't wait for 2018 to be over."
Let me tell you something. Misery, in the eyes of a pessimist, is perpetual. Speaking of misery, Optimistic Red Panda, he went on holiday for a while. He won't be back until...
Hey, Pessy! I survived! I can't believe...
Damn, I gotta start using a high-caliber bullet. But what did I like during this year? What kept my mind off the depression? What music did I play to deal with shitty-ass Albany driving? What games did I play and completely suck at? Well, I guess I can let you have a glimpse into my pathetic life as I list off my favorites for 2018, starting with YouTube channels. I'm not saying these are the only channels I watch, but I certainly will have the bell notification on for these channels. The first channel on this list is Quiet Shallow / Quiet Shy. She is my source for Warframe news. Anything with having to do with Warframe, she's my go-to person. She's quite sarcastic, she's funny, and she's a meme lord. Also, she Twitch streams her art pieces. And when she does the time-lapse videos, the outcome is always amazing. Next YouTube channel is Animal Logic. This channel is hosted by Danilo Defoe. It was introduced to me by a friend. Animal Logic, it's pretty much a show about that tells you about animals and shit. Animals, insects, and they recently covered something called a tardigrade, which is like this. I wouldn't say it's impossible to kill, but they can live in pretty extreme climates and conditions. They're not extremophiles, not quite there, but yeah, they're pretty crazy. The amount of climate abuse they can take. The next channel on my list is All Time. Have you ever heard of All Time 10s or All Time Conspiracies? Yeah, that's that whole network. It's pretty much a network of YouTube channels, that start with All Time. They first started off with the All Times list, as I mentioned, and they branched out into different things like conspiracies, gaming, cinema. I think there's going to be another one next year. I'm not too sure, but that should be a good time. 10-second songs? Anybody? Okay. The formula for 10-second songs is you take a popular song, say like Bohemian Rhapsody, right? And then you perform the song to like different styles. Say like, in the style of Chop Suey by Sisters of a Down, or Death Grips, or Rise Against pretty much any style you could think of. This guy, Anthony Vincent, he's pretty much done so many different styles of different songs, and this shit is legit. I mean, he had a video where he made a fucking Sprint jingle in like fucking 10 minutes. Shit was amazing. The next channel on the list is Shady Cicada. Shady Cicada, he makes RPG music. He does covers. The main thing that got me hooked on his channel, he would like take a JRPG or an RPG like theme song, right? And he would write it from scratch. He would do all the parts. And then he'd play the final product at the end, and the final product is always amazing. He does put a disclaimer at the beginning where he says, don't take this video seriously, but you know, when your final product is pretty much something that can be thrown into any JRPG, it's quite amazing and immaculate. Internet today. Anybody remember ETC? The Tuggies? Tugs? Anybody? Rick and Elliot, form of ETC. They talk about gaming, news, internet news, and the craziest news in a show called Weekly Weird News. Their technology show is called Tech News Day. They're pretty funny, and like they deliver the news in like a it's an original way to deliver the news. Davey504. I think he hit 2 million subscribers recently. He plays bass. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the bass. They think the bass is lame. But the way he does his videos, he'll like find a challenge in the comments or somewhere, and he'll perform it. For example, I remember he played a Red Hot Chili Pepper song with a chili pepper. And recently, he went to Africa to perform Toto's Africa on bass. So, yeah. He's a really good bassist. Might as well say he's a meme lord. Shit. Regular car reviews. This channel just reviews cars, old and new. Doesn't matter what kind of car it is, they'll review it. They even did a review of a lawnmower and a horse, which is crazy. Brian has a way with metaphors. The host of the show, he has a way with metaphors that I don't even know where he comes up with his content. Like what he says is just like, I can relate to that, but the way he comes up with it is just so amazing. Like, I think for a good example, I'd recommend watching the video where he reviewed the Dodge Hellcat. The Dodge Challenger Hellcat. That was a really good video. Also, Roman, the guy that does all of his music, he's a pretty good musician. I think he plays multiple instruments. He raps, he sings. He does a lot of fucking music for regular car reviews. So yeah, go check them out. Healthy junk food. JP Lambiase and Julia Gulia. They cover everything food. They do fast food, food challenges, giant versions of food. They have original food ideas, food mashup, food challenges, like I mentioned. They also have a vlogging channel where they go different parts of the United States and the world. And one of my favorite segments is when they go to a restaurant, buy everything off the menu, take everything home, and they try it. They give their own personal ratings for the food. Pretty good shit. Matthew Kichi Chaos Heafy. Matt Heafy, he's the lead singer and guitarist, either rhythm or lead. I think he's rhythm for the band Trivium. I remember he was playing PUBG for a while. I think he started playing, was it Fortnite? But the main reason I watch his channel is for his metal and acoustic covers. He does like lots of metal and acoustic covers for songs. Like I think he did a metal version of All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey, and he released an acoustic version of Conquer All by Behemoth. That's some weird shit, but it's just crazy how his channel has grown over like this entire year, because he'll even do like practice sessions on his Twitch channel. I believe he takes the videos from Twitch and posts them on YouTube. And he even practices songs from like various Trivium albums and shit. Pretty good stuff. Caleb City. A friend told me about Caleb City. This man is hilarious, bro. He'll take something that's like a real life situation. Like, for example, mail or letters or whatever. And he'll add in so much fucking melodrama and fucking hyperbole, and fucking just make it into like something that is just tumultuous and hilarious. Pretty much what I just said. The nigga's funny as hell. Philip DeFranco, one of the OGs of YouTube. He changed his format a few times over the years, but he still does his current events. He does his pop culture. Whatever interests him, he'll cover. What I like about his channel, though, is he asks for the audience engagement. He'll give his opinion, then he'll turn it over to the audience and ask them, what do they think? Video Game Donkey. To me, he is one of the best gamer YouTubers out there. Better than Jacksepticeye, better than PewDiePie, whatever the hell he does. His witty sarcasm, his gameplay, his reviews where he's like totally 100% wrong, but you could tell he's just being a satirical asshole. His commentary, everything about his channel is just brilliantly crafted to create like 7 or 8 minute masterpieces. Hell, even 3 or 4 minute masterpieces. I've been watching him for years. He kills me. He just kills me inside. If I ever have a bad day, I just turn one of his videos on and just laugh my ass off. This may surprise some people. Scotty Kilmer. So I have a story about this. After I got fucked over by a coworker and a shade tree mechanic because a part of my car, they claimed they fixed it, but they never did fix it, and I got cheated out like hundreds of dollars. I started looking on YouTube for mechanical help, help with cars, or just to learn more about cars and how they work. So I was looking through my favorites, and I found Scotty Kilmer. Watching his videos, his Q&As or whatever, it's helped me tons, with like car maintenance and all this other shit, and his recommendations are pretty good. He does have a bias towards Toyotas and Hondas, but their rep is pretty good from what I've seen. He also has 50 years of experience working with cars, so he could pretty much help you with anything. Also, by the way, there is going to be a video talking about that mishap I had earlier this year, coming sometime in 2019, hopefully. But what is my favorite YouTube channel of 2018? After Prison Show. Hands down my favorite channel this year. Joe Guerrero, the founder of the channel, he spent 7 years in prison for non-violent drug offenses, and he was released in 2015, I believe. Now he has like the largest YouTube channel dealing with prison on YouTube. He brings forth his prison knowledge, prison stories, prison cooking. He vlogs about his life. He's brought in other people, like other people he served time with. He also has stated that After Prison Show is not just a YouTube channel. It's not just that. It's an organization to help prisoners who are released from prison into the free world adjust to life outside of prison and keep them from going back behind bars. I like what he's doing. I like the insight into his life. I like the journey that he's taken me on so far, where he's gone from like low level editing and camera work to like fucking professional looking shit. And he doesn't hold back any punches, And I really enjoy this channel. Ever since I was introduced to them, I would say maybe in 2016 by a friend who introduced me to a couple of these other channels. I've been hooked. I mean, every time I get a notification on my phone or on Firefox or whatever, or Google Chrome, whatever the hell I'm using, every time I see a notification, I have to stop what the fuck I'm doing, right? And fucking watch that video, because that's how much I am invested in After Prison Show. That's why After Prison Show is my favorite channel of 2018. Let's go on to my favorite rap albums of 2018. I have an honorable mention. One honorable mention. It's Vinny Pass's Pain Collector. Because I didn't listen to it. I didn't get around to listening to it, unfortunately. But I believe if I would have listened to it, it'd probably be on this list. Because he hasn't released a bad album yet. Alright. Number 12.
10 million albums, eh? What? Only problem is, you put out 10 million albums, eh? Wait, what was that just about?
Eminem with Kamikaze. Personally, I like this album better than Revival. Revival was okay, but for like bar for bar, I prefer Kamikaze. And all these stupid, I don't know what the hell these people listening to. They're probably the people that are sucking Drake's or Ye's dick or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they're listening to. But if they can't tell what real rap is other than that damn club shit, then they have no fucking right to say Eminem has lost it, because he hasn't lost it. Y'all just haven't been fucking listening. Number 11.
The massive heartbreak minimum. Y'all awoke, cause it's all a hoax.
They tell us
I went from eating
Prime with Prime 2. Prime is a duo. Royce da 5'9" and DJ Premier. To me, this album was not as good as Prime 1, but the production's pretty good, and 5'9" has some pretty sick verses on here, you know. One of the best, you know, pure rap albums this year. Number 10. The Black Panther soundtrack. Now I know what y'all thinking. Oh, I thought you didn't like listening to the mainstream. Shut the fuck up. You don't know me, motherfucker. This is hands down one of the best mainstream albums I have listened to in a while. Rap-wise. I mean, I don't like Future. I can't stand 2 Chainz. But K-Dot, when he put this record together, he did a really good fucking job. Number 9.
My style got so many different facets. I switch into so many different patches. I'm skipping class.
Royce da 5'9"'s Book of Ryan. This goes back to that story I was going to mention earlier. So, while my radio in my car was busted, guess what album I had the pleasure of listening to 75 fucking times? It was probably more than that, but I just lost count after like 60 or whatever. So pretty much for 2 or 3 months, I was riding around with that same album in my fucking car. The only reason this album is so low on this list because I've listened to it so many fucking times. I could pretty much tell you track order. I could tell you fucking what he said here. Caterpillar is one of the best songs this fucking year, and Boblo Boat. Power is like hands down my favorite track on this album because I can relate to the abuse, what he went through. So, yeah. Number 8.
Potion. Devil went down to Georgia with his violin smoking, soaking up the radiation.
Apathy, Widow's Son. So Connecticut's Apathy, he released another good album. Got some good bars for your ass. Sicker verses than ever. Number 7.
Memory foam muffle the sound of the gun blast. My clan bring heat like the summer. Check the
Ghostface Killer, The Lost Tapes. This nigga had Michael Rappaport, do his intro and outro. I'm like, this nigga sound familiar. Then I looked at the CD. I'm like, Michael Rappaport, is that who I think it is? Yes, it is. I also noticed the evolution of Ghostface bars. You know, it's sort of like not too many non sequiturs, but okay, I lied. There's a lot of non sequiturs, but like his voice or his pitch or his delivery, it changed up quite a bit, and I've noticed that it's Ghostface. I could tell it's Ghostface, but it sounds a little more scratchier. Number 6.
From the boom bap to the trap, I let my shit cascade. Listen, yeah. So what's the
Logic, Young Sinatra 4. Thank God, if he or she exists, that this nigga did not mention that he is biracial. Because I got enough of that on everyone, whatever the hell that name of the album was. Good album, but Jesus Christ, we know you're biracial. We know you went through Section 8 housing in Maryland or wherever the hell you're from. I'm not going to question that shit. And if he did mention he was biracial, I don't give a shit. Wu-Tang Forever is one of the best songs to come out in 2018. Number 5.
And then I'd have to end up seeing my hero on ground zero. Tears flow while Al Green blow.
J. Cole with K.O.D. J. Cole dropped his album on 420 as a surprise, and I can't fucking stop listening to it. But I only have 2 questions. Who the fuck is Kill Edward? And what does K.O.D. stand for? Number 4.
Hulk Hogan with the fucking weight. Will I make it to the pearly gates? Donald Trump here.
Flatbush Zombies, Vacation in Hell. This is possibly one of the most underrated albums from the most underrated rappers in this generation and on this list. The Beast Coast era is strong in these 3 Brooklyn-based MCs. And I can't wait for them to release more material. Number 3.
The murder rate. No, not that dude. I heard it straight.
Czarface meets Metalface. Czarface is made up of 7L and Esoteric and Wu-Tang Clan member Inspector Deck. And this is a collabo with MF Doom. I don't really take MF Doom's rapping too seriously because half of the time I'm laughing my fucking ass off because he says some weird fucking shit. A lot of non-sequiturs like Ghostface Killer. Speaking of Ghostface Killer, I hear there's a Czarface meet Ghostface on the horizon. And I can't fucking wait for that shit. Number 2.
Arm to the teeth, carry metal like a change purse. Make a list of raw motherfuckers, put my name.
Jedi Mind Tricks, The Bridge and the Abyss. The aforementioned Vinny Paz, Stoop, The Enemy of Mankind, and DJ Question make up Jedi Mind Tricks. This is some conscious hardcore rap with that old school vibe. Bringing 98 back or 94, whatever year they want to bring back. That shit bumps. This shit is amazing. There's one track that I can't remember the name of it, but it reminds me of an abusive stepfather or whatever. That shit was sort of fucked up, you know. And then they had some conscious tracks at the end talking about where our food comes from and the animals suffering and, you know, something about the rain or some shit. Man, this shit hard as fuck, man. All you fuck niggas listening to this 21 Savage or 21 whatever the hell his damn name is, or fucking Future or Ye or whatever, man. Y'all missing out on some real underground hip hop with bars, fucking structure. Good shit. And what was my favorite album of 2018? Number 1.
Risk. Do my duty to be useless to the fuck shit. Manufacture.
Lupe Fiasco, Drogas Wave. Now, Drogas Wave was reportedly Lupe's final record. I don't know. It might be. But In my mind, he didn't leave any doubts that he is one of the best hip-hop has to offer here, now, and forever. It's just 2 discs packed full of hip-hop classics. Now, the first disc, I think it's a concept. I think it's a concept about a slave ship sinking and the slaves becoming one with like the ocean life and shit. And as they start living under the ocean and shit, start them a new life under the ocean. That shit go hard. And the second disc is just a regular album, man. There's so much wordplay. There's so much fucking structures of stories. They're fucking Mural Jr., bruh. Must I say more? My rap album is not Migos, not Moneybagg Yo, not Black Youngster, not Drake, not Kanye, not Boosie, not Lil Wayne's bitch ass. Now that he finally got released out of his damn contract or whatever. None of these fuck ass, sucker dick ass, hip hop fuck niggas. None of them. It's Lupe Fiasco with Droga's Wave. Fight me, nigga. Now on to my favorite metal albums of 2018. There are way too many metal records that were released in 2018 just to give an explanation for. I just listed a little bit over 40. That's maybe half of the list. I want y'all to check out the Diakis channel for a more in-depth video listing of my favorite metal albums of 2018. Hell, there's even going to be a list for my favorite metal songs of 2018. Both coming soon. But I will give you a little spoiler. My favorite metal album this year is Oceans of Slumber, The Banished Heart. Hands down my favorite album this year. But here's the list. Enjoy. Alright, now on to my last category. Favorite games of 2018. Which games kept me occupied, from making y'all motherfuckers, all 3 of you motherfuckers watching this shit, content. Every week. First off, I want to start with an honorable mention. Hearthstone. I'm just now getting to Hearthstone. Fight me. I don't care. It seems really fun. I can't wait to unlock some more cards, and start, really whipping these niggas' asses in the streets. Nah, I'm probably gonna take more L's than I do in real life. But that's out of the point. Number 5, Grand Theft Auto Online. With most of these games on this list, the universe is constantly expanding, and GTA GTA Online? Yeah. Bro, we got nightclubs now and shit. We got Reno Wars, other shit. We got fucking offices, smugglers run shit, fucking bunkers, facilities. Man, we got all kinds of shit on here. Pretty much we're like goddamn mega maniacal fucking evil dictators or something at this point. Shit, with all the crazy hardware we got. And I love it because even though Red Dead Online is, even though Red Dead Redemption 2 just came out like 2 or 3 months ago, I haven't picked it up yet. And I probably won't for a while until like the online is fixed. But other than that, GTA Online is pretty much where I get my mass murder spree fix. Number 4, Black Desert Online. Now, if you see me playing this game on my Microsoft account, there's only one reason I'm probably playing it. That's just to go AFK fishing. I'm Master 16, nigga. Anyway, this game, like GTA, is constantly evolving. They released the Archer class recently, and the combat system and the customization system for the characters is crazy. It's like impressive. Shit, probably gonna go into 2019 doing some AFK fishing. Number 3, Forza Horizon 4. This hands down is game of the year for me. I mean, shit. You got free roam environment in Great Britain. You got 400 cars to customize. Shit. Has a pretty decent soundtrack from what I listened to. So, why is it only at number 3? Because I beat the shit out of it. I already got 1,500 achievement score on it. I'm done with it. I'm waiting for expansion 2, goddammit. I also need to get all the Horizon Edition cars. But that's for a later time. Number 2, Rock Band 4. Come on, bro. I can play any instrument. I just need some motherfuckers to play rivals with me. Join my crew on Xbox LDOLs. Seriously though, the DLC on every week, it may not be to my liking. And Rock Band 4 had one of the worst launches I've ever seen. You couldn't even play multiplayer online. But as of late, I've been playing the shit out of this game, trying to, get better at everything. My singing, my playing drums, all that shit. I'm constantly trying to get better. And it's fun to me. And number 1, Warframe. From the time it was conceived in 2013 or whatever it was till now, I've been playing this game since 2014, and I thought it was pretty amazing then. But now we have free roam shit. We have a lot of Warframes. We have so many modes. I already pumped like maybe 2,000 hours in this game, and I'm not going to fucking stop anytime soon. I really enjoy this game. I enjoy the customization. I enjoy Digital Extremes, one of the best developers of this era of gaming, because they actually listen to their fucking community. They're constantly cranking out new content, and they're making the game, they're making the game fresh for 26 million users. Sorry about that. And that's it for my favorites. 2019 will not be and is not a magic reset button. Don't expect your life to change when the clock strikes midnight on December 31st, 2018. Going into January 1st, 2019. Because the same shit you did experience in 2018, that motherfucking fuck shit more than likely will show up in 2019. So, to 2018, and all 2 of you watching this motherfucking video, you can fuck off now!